Hey y'all, hey. So I just thought I would come on tonight really quick. I just left the Black Women Sell Live conference and whew, it was so much. It was a lot. Not in a bad way, but in a great way. And I just wanted to come on and have a conversation really quick because I know we didn't have a chance to have the Elevate Your Brand masterclass this week, but I still wanted to go ahead and leave you guys with something today because we talk on Thursday, so I kind of missed y'all a little bit. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and talk about standing up in your power, your presence, and your authority that God has given you. I had no idea I was gonna make this video tonight. I actually left a few minutes before we shut down everything tonight, but I am doing what I'm led to do in this season of my life, and I'm doing what God is requesting and requiring of me. And had no idea, like I said, I was even gonna turn this phone on and do this video. My intention was to come over here, relax, either go up in the lounge or take a shower and just go get in the bed. But I'm gonna do what God telling me to do. So I just want to make a quick little video and talk about it's okay to stand up in who you are. It's okay to be who God has designed you to be, because whether you know it or not, there are people out there that are watching you, and they are very intentional with watching you and paying attention to you and the things that you're doing in this season. And it's not because they're coming from a place of love, but it's because it's coming from a place of monitoring. Monitoring spirits are real. Despite what you heard, I know you have a lot of people saying, oh, I'm not gonna like it, I'm just gonna go over there and see what she's doing. But that's a monitoring spirit, and that is not of God. My whole motto is this: if you're taking the time to come over and watch a video or to view someone's post, like, be the person you should be. Like their stuff, engage with their stuff, especially if they're a business owner. Not saying everybody is doing it, but some people are. Be supportive, because I have seen countless business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals posting recently and talking about their engagement and their algorithm and stuff is down. And I feel like if we will all just show up as who we are and do what we're supposed to do online, that the right people are definitely going to find us. But that also goes back to, are you talking to the people that you're supposed to be talking to? Are you clearly articulating that I am talking to you and this is for you? Your messaging has to be clear. If your messaging is not clear, people don't know that you're even talking to them. So I just wanted to say it's okay to be you, because somebody out there needs the gift that you have. And it's time out for playing small. It's time out for, being afraid to put that video out there, being afraid to stand up and be who you are. Like, you have to show up and showcase that gift that God has given you. And if you're not doing that, like, you're wasting your talents. Like, don't waste your talents. And that takes me back to in the Bible, where it was discussed about the talents that God had given, the different people. And when it came to a point where, God came back and said, hey, what did you do with the talents that I gave you? And if you're not using it, you're losing it, right? So it's not like, you never forget how to ride a bike, but if you're not standing up in your gift, I have seen times and situations where you have been so rusty. It's like, gosh, I don't even know how to do this anymore, because you have not practiced it, because you have not showed up in who you were supposed to be, doing what you were supposed to be doing. And I know sometimes you can be attached to something so hard and so tough to the point where when it's time for you to do what God has called you to do, you're so focused on this other thing over here because it makes sense for you at this moment, but you can't see where God is taking you. You can't see what God is doing for you in your life. So I urge you and encourage you to dig deep and sit down and have a conversation with yourself, not with somebody else, not asking them, oh, well, girl, what do you think I should do? Or asking people that, maybe they've been in your life for a while and you want to get their opinion. It's okay to get people's opinions, but don't let their opinions put you in a position where you stop going after your dreams, after your goals, after everything that you're supposed to do and be in your life in this season, whenever, or whatever God has placed on your heart for you to be doing. Like, do that with everything that you have gotten, and it's going to change your life. Seriously. Trust me, I'm a living witness. And I'm just going to give you guys a little backstory for those of you that are new to me. I'm Angelia Malbrew. I'm the owner and founder of Angelia Malbrew Photography. I also own the Elevated Brand Enterprise. I own Angelia Marie Luxe Bags. And I also am co-owner and CFO for Style 832. So I have to tell you this. Being a serial entrepreneur is an amazing feeling. But the things that I have done and the things that I have accomplished by being my own boss have far exceeded what I have gotten in corporate. And those of you that know me know that I have been in corporate for many years. I worked in hospitality for nearly 10 years. And I have always had some type of financial background or hospitality or something, to the point where I'm either doing data or numbers or analytics, or, you know, I am putting myself in a position to love others more. Everything that I do is surrounded with helping, empowering, inspiring, building, uplifting other people. And so if I was to go and do something outside of that, I would be out of alignment. And I feel like everything has a season. And I know for me, when I first started in hospitality, that part of my life came to teach me and to prepare me for what I'm doing now. When I was doing data and analytics, that came in my life for me to learn so that I could share that with other people. The hospitality is what I do for other people, because I am a giver by heart, by nature, by love. That's who God created and designed me to be. But when I go get this education and I go to these conferences and I go to these places and I go and learn all of this stuff and I read all of these books and listen to these podcasts, it's not for me. It's because I'm doing this so I can pour into somebody else. My whole life and my whole ministry and everything that God has put inside of me, it's because I'm leaving a legacy. No, I don't have children physically right now. I mean, no, my own children, I should say, biologically. But I have adopted several children by way of friends and by way of people that have come into my life, because I love everybody's children. And so for me, if I'm leaving a legacy, it's not just for my family, it's for everybody connected to me. So I don't know what changes you're going to do in your life to take your life, your gift more seriously, but it's time for you to live on purpose. It's time for you to live out loud, and it's time for you to enjoy this beautiful and amazing life God has given you. Is everything going to be peaches and cream? Absolutely not. But what I can tell you is this: it's a fulfilled life, and a fulfilled life is, oh my God, like I'm getting chills right now just thinking about how God has allowed me to trade in that 9 to 5 and do what I love. I get to travel, I get to create, and I get to be my most creative self, because that's who I am and that's what I do, right? I get to speak and I get to photograph people and I get to make a difference in the life of every single person that I come in contact with. Okay, this is so crazy. I was in the lounge earlier and I just came over to get me some food, and I didn't know why God made me come all the way back to my hotel, because the conference is actually at the hotel across the street. But I came back to this hotel, and now I know why. God wanted me to meet not one, but two incredible people. I met one lady that works here, and when I tell you this lady is like, in my eyes, she's an older version of me. She was very hospitable. She was very nice and warm and welcoming and just all the things. Like, she's just like somebody you just want to hug and love on and just take them everywhere with you, because they are a little ray of sunshine. And I met another lady. I met a travel agent, And she was like, well, it's so good to meet you. And she was getting content. And I was like, okay, well, let me get out of your video. I didn't know she was recording because I don't like to walk in people's videos and I hate when they walk in mine. But I said, well, let me go ahead and just get out. She said, no. She said, that's good. I said, okay, you want me to walk? She said, yes. And I said, okay. She didn't even know I was a photographer. And so I started walking and she was like, yeah, do that. It's going to be great for my social media. I said, absolutely. And make sure you tag me. And she was like, oh, what's your social? And I gave her, and she was like, oh, you're a photographer. I said, yeah. And I said, what do you do? And she said, I'm in travel. I said, great. And I was telling her, that I was here for a conference or whatever. And I was, getting my food. And we decided that we would connect later on this afternoon. And she was like, oh, I'm going to pick up my friend. And I said, okay, great. And I said, well, just DM me when you come back. So we ended up connecting on social, but here's the thing. So she got ready to leave and then she came back and she was like, well, Angelia, she said, well, hey, she was like, I just wanted you to know that I am here because we're doing a conference as well. And she said, we are all in travel. She said, I suggest you be downstairs this afternoon because we're all going to be mingling down there. And basically what she was letting me know was I was in the right place at the right time. And I said, so what you're telling me that there's money in the room? And we laughed about it. She said, that's absolutely what I'm telling you. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to show up in all the glory and the amazing things that God have placed in you for you to share and pour out into other people, or whatever your gift may be. Whatever it is, whatever lights you up and make you feel amazing about who you are and what you do for other people. If you're a business owner, or shoot, if it's your ministry just to, be standing in the gap and praying for somebody, do that and do it well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this little video because I didn't have anything prepared for tonight. I'm just doing downloads of whatever God is giving me, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. This is totally off script, totally off topic, but I appreciate you guys for following, supporting, loving me, caring for me, and just being there for me. That means a lot. When you're a business owner, we don't always get the support that we deserve. Like if we're sharing drama or if we're sharing things that are demeaning and posts that are argumentative, there's always an audience for that. But when we're sharing something good and we're sharing business and we're sharing things that are going to help put our business on the map, we don't always get the support. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for every single person that purchases something from me or likes a post, shares a post, comments on a post, because that helps drive my engagement and it helps people. Even if you're not my client or my target audience, when you like, share, comment on a business owner's post, that puts it in the eyes of other people that should be possibly seeing it, because you never know where these posts are landing. There are people that are sharing my posts, and for some reason, I don't know why, I wish they would let me know on Instagram, but they don't. But somebody's always sharing my posts on Instagram, and I don't know if they're sharing them and saving them to give to their friends or whoever. But regardless, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't care if it's a hater. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up right now. I just want to say I love you guys. I appreciate you so much, and enjoy the rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever it is where you are, because right now I think it's almost maybe 10-ish here. So thank you so much for everything. Love you guys, and we will talk soon. All right, bye. Don't say I didn't give y'all nothing, because I did.